remember vividly my tears dropping on the gray carpet on the top steps. Pop's giving me his best guess. Me confessing the burning question, stressing and concerning me and turning me to a wet mess. It's probably nothing, I get it, I'm aware. I know it's probably stupid to be scared, but these days are flying past us and nobody seems to care. It's like we're sprinting towards a brick wall we're pretending isn't there. What happens when we hit it? Do we split into a million bits, or do we come back as a bullfrog and talking ribbits? What is it? What is it? You got the answer, so give it, so give it, so give it, don't lie. What happens when we die? Dad says, Georgie, I'm just guessing from what I've been told. Probably thinking, how'd I raise this emo fucking 9-year-old? Since I'm sorta really not religious, it's a crapshoot, I'll roll with paradise. Although the thought of paradise is very nice, in my heart I know I don't believe in magic. So I'm thinking maybe death is like eternal TV static, or returning to the state before your birth, absorbed into the earth. The fewer hours left are more than worth. I admit that it's difficult to think about. I think everybody got a little bit of doubt. You don't get to hide from it even if you shout. Got a soul on the planet gets to wiggle out. And he said that I know that it's tough to take in some, but it's so early. I can see her in a hurry, but don't worry, cause that isn't for a long, long time. That isn't for a long, long time. That isn't for a long, long time. That isn't for a long, 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 long time. Life moves fast. Made the mistake of blinking 20 years past. Now I'm sitting in my living room in Brooklyn with my father. We don't bother doing Christmas in the Bay any longer. It's the first time that we've had this conversation. He says it's tough to take in. I know we're not quite ancient, but we reached the age where we should probably talk arrangements. We could take it several routes. We could sell the house. We can't work forever. Eventually money will run out. That's a spot. Taking a loan would help us cover, which would make it tougher to leave something for you and your brother. Stop, can't you see? Every meal that you paid for me, all this power to chase a dream, all this privilege not to crave riches, but it's plain to me the key fact is it's easy to act like cash means jack shit if you never lacked it. And the greatest honor I could have is to make a buck and pass back a fraction of all the happiness you gave to me. And I will never make you live where you don't aim to be. Age is just data. We paint our story A to Z, then dip out R.I.P. rip out. We tear out the pages, tear up the stage, and we take a seat, making a vacancy. Famous or not, we fade from the plot. Every day when a new night falls, I ride around the sun in this big blue ball. I get a bit further from the kid called Paul, and I get a bit closer to the big brick wall that sits inching up to that fence. I can run my fingers against all the bricks and mortar and sense that it's not so cold, it's so dense. And although I'm mournful, I've known that I'm not immortal. I'm not banging into stone, but I'm more headed through this portal. We're born to return to home, we're all born to be mincemeat. Everything dies except for Papaya King hot dogs on 86th Street. Dad hands me a napkin, tells me it's been the same since the 50s. He didn't always love the city, but damn it, he'll miss me. How can you miss something after you leave? I agree that it's sad, but please, don't dwell in it, Dad, because that isn't for a long, long time. That isn't for a long, long time. That isn't for a long, long time. That isn't for a long, 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 long time. What a tangle. What a strangling knot to be caught in. To be exiled here. To be stuck in Berlin with Vienna so near, yet so far from the emperor's ear. What a strange and impossible sum. To be old while to still be so young. To have sung before speaking a word. To be heard, to be hailed, then to fail. To be done. To love but to be so naive. To trust and to be so deceived. To mourn, forlorn to be torn from you. Scorned for another who suffers no grief. To curse God seeking lightning, and to still be ignored. To hide in this room now too rich to afford. To hear armies of creditors bang at the door, always yelling for more, and to have nothing to sell that could help, except for the Steinway that sits in the corner. For Arthur, it all came too easily to learn the scales in every key, to play the etudes and the suites, the nocturnes and the fantasy, to master the sonatas, minuets, and symphonies, to seek the truth in fits and starts, to strike the middle F like it's an arrow through the heart, to wing the right hand like a dove,
the peaceful flutter of a dove,
and with the left a violent shove,
the moment's will demand a shove,
to needle gently yet relentlessly a steady foot upon the pedal, and to clench the iron fist inside the velvet glove, to learn to whisper and to scream.
The whisper justifies the scream,
To let each yearning finger breathe.
Nothing lives unless it breathes.
To burn, to worship, to mislead, to pose a question with the pinky on a key. To flee, to fight, to bleed, to float in air, nothing solid underneath. To wrap those heavy knuckles on the gate to heaven till there's nothing to achieve but to go retrieve the length of cable hidden in the cabinet, to metamorphosize the twisted rope into an alphabet, to lay the lazy sea upon the shabby wooden floor to rest, to send the end across the top to bend the sea into an S, to curve the tail beneath the S, to turn the tangle to a B, to hug the wretched rooter on the fiber suffocatingly, to wrap it, to get the coil 7 loops, to penetrate the yawning hoop, to tug the loose appendage through, to yank the knot until it's ready for the job it's got to do, to toss the braid above the ceiling beam to affix the noose, to bid adieu to all of you until there's nothing left to do but climb the chair, to cinch the collar, find the edge, to step into the air.
Drag you down. If you don't see me around, it doesn't mean that I fell. Yeah, I'm doing well. I got some roses to smell. I hope you smile when I'm gone. It means I had the strength to move on, to find another story to tell, to answer the bell. I got some roses to smell.
When magic's happening, my habits been coiling up a memory and trapping it right in the cavity of my ribs, like the doors of a cabinet might. But you will hold on to a shadow just by grabbing it tight. Set it free and let it back in the light. Never out of my heart, even when out of my sight. Leaving is supposed to be hard, man, I thought it was so selfish, and people are love to keep falling out of my life. But now I know, no, I don't take it personal. No, if you got a really lovely place to go, I will chase my goals, yeah, to make me whole. Cause it's urgent, we love and be loved. I've begun to scrub up with detergent to shine up my soul.
Don't let my ghost drag you down. If you don't see me around, it doesn't mean that I fell. Yeah, I'm doing well. I got some roses to smell. I hope you smile when I'm gone. It means I had the strength to move on, to find another story to tell, to answer the bell. I got some roses to smell.
Cause every screen that we tap is screaming that bigger is better. Better is how you make yourself better, but matter is fleeting. I'm a living to feed a machine that I'm blind to see. No point in hiding my pride if there's no privacy. I've already dedicated too much of my time to trying to get my followers. I've been crying out for attention and sleeping around to mend a hollow crater inside of me, knowing well that it don't mean shit. Going to the well for another cheap dopamine hit. I'm done being a bitch to ambition, now I'm already rich. I got a head that's full of $1 million questions, and the length of it is I don't need the courage to work, I want the strength to quit.
Don't let my ghost drag you down. If you don't see me around, it doesn't mean that I fell. Yeah, I'm doing well. I got some roses to smell. I hope you smile when I'm gone. It means I had the strength to move on, to find another story to tell, to answer the bell. stepped off, yeah, he stepped off of the chair. Couldn't weigh 140 pounds. And the rope snapped, yeah, the rope snapped. And then Arthur found himself looking up from the ground. Looking up, found things looking up, looking not so down, no, not so down, no. Knots don't have to stay that way, no, not so tightly wound. What a lovely thing it is to fail, to release those grasping fingernails. Arthur thought the end was near, and Arthur played for 50 years. And then my father walked down 8th and 57th Street to Carnegie Hall, yeah, it was Carnegie Hall. The show was past sold out for weeks, but they said if you don't mind sitting on stage, sometimes we release a couple seats. 20 feet, yeah, my dad's 23, 20 feet from the hands on the keys, yeah, the hands on the keys of a man with the hands that almost didn't exist to see.
Back in 97 when dad was my chauffeur, he'd play the radio and I'd try to guess the composer. Chopin sprinkled over the hum of the motor. When I was young, I'd never doubt my composure. Everything's kosher, man, I was so sure I'd say that I'm good. Don't want no adulthood, I never understood. Couldn't get how anyone would ever wanna end their life until the day that I could. I've heard it said we're alone in the ether, that we're the only intelligent creatures. So you don't need to adjust your receivers. If they were out there, they'd be texting us, hitting our beepers, invading us on some alien Julius Caesar, or begging take me to your leader. But I got a theory, it's neither, that there's a billion brilliant alien planets at leisure, smoking alien reefer. The evolution of the mind's not the hunger to conquer, or to want, or to seek, or to wander, or even wonder, but simply to be, until we cease to be any longer. There's nothing wrong with heavy eyelids. I hope you enjoyed my 20s as much as I did. You'll never know how much that all of you provided, and I'm gonna try to do the same for my kids.
Flush it out.